G'day, I'm Michael Doherty. I'm a father of two boys. I'm a school teacher. I was once a real estate agent, and I decided after a few months in the job that it really wasn't for me, and I changed over to do a teaching degree, and I've been doing that for around about 20 years. I'm also involved in a number of community activities, most significantly being coach of my son's football and cricket teams. And throughout that involvement, as well as in my teaching career, hopefully I've been able to make a difference and bring about some change in the boys' and the girls' lives.
The thing for me that was most significant in all of it was I had some really good teachers at school, but one in particular who was a bit of a mentor, and he'd been so significant in my life, not only just inside the classroom but also involved in sport and those types of things. And it really made a big change to my life to have such a positive person around me. And I thought, well, maybe that's the job for me. So I decided to go and do teaching, and hopefully over time, I'm pretty happy that I think I've chosen the right career, and hopefully throughout that I have made some changes to some kids' lives, particularly in the environment that I've been operating in, which has mostly been Tempe. I've been a teacher for nearly 20 years, and 16 of them have been at Tempe. After teaching for this long, often people will ask me why I've never decided to become a head teacher or even beyond that, some sort of executive position. And I'd have to say that the thing that keeps me in the classroom is the kids, the involvement of the kids. I've always enjoyed them, their company. I enjoy the teaching side of things.
You also used to coach your son's football team and now cricket team. What's the greatest fulfilment in that?
Again, it's the engagement with the kids. I've never been a person to sit back and say that it's someone else's responsibility. I've always said that it's my responsibility. So that I still remember the first day that I was down there coaching my son's AFL team, and he was about 5, and I've turned up and I've let him run off to the other kids and so on, and I've got one of those deck chairs, and I've pulled it out and I've grabbed the Sydney Morning Herald and I've opened it up, and I got a tap on the shoulder, and I went, "Oh, yes mate." He said, "Oh look, we don't have a coach. Would you mind coming over and helping the kids?" I never even got to the headlines of the sports section, and now my son's nearly 12, so that's 7 years ago. I've never got back to reading that sports section. I'm still out there, you know, coaching his football and cricket teams. It's just the chance to do something for the kids. And given my attitude towards being someone who gets out there and does it rather than wait for someone else to do it, I've gone out there and been his cricket and his football coach. The reward comes from watching kids develop. That's been the good thing. I've had kids now, particularly in his cricket team. I've been coaching them now since they were 5, and they're now 12. And we just had one boy this year who got the most wickets in the association. Watching my own son develop as a batsman, we had a few boys made representative teams. And again, you'd like to think that you're involved in that to some degree, that those things perhaps can be attributed to what you've tried to instill in them, not just as cricketers but also as players, you know, mindful of the rules, the etiquette and those types of things, because that's something that I have been very focused on, is making sure that boys always treat other boys with respect. The legacy will be that once they've finished their playing days, they'll have children and they'll go on and coach teams and those types of things.
So how does it feel to know that you made a difference in the community because of what you do?
It's great. It's one of the reasons why I suppose you do what you do. You think that you can contribute. I'm always intrigued when people say to me, "What do you do for a job?" And I say, "I'm a teacher," and they go, "Oh, how great are the holidays?" It's the first thing they say to you. But whenever I say to them, "Do you want to swap jobs?" no one ever takes me up. And I extend that out to football teams and cricket teams as well. If they're such great jobs and people want to be around the kids and so on, how come we haven't got a queue of them lining up to take them on? Because it's a really tough job, and the reward comes from the fact that by perseverance, you hang in there, you try and instill some of these qualities that I've spoken about, and then you hope you make a difference. Hopefully, they're the things that I've been trying to develop in them for the last 5 or 6 years, and hopefully are things that, again, they'll carry on through whatever cricket careers they have.